All right. We are here in Princess Juliana. No, no, no. We're not here in Princess Juliana. We are here in Piarco. We're heading up to Princess Juliana. Hopefully, we're going to have a good flight today. Hopefully, everybody else is in the mood that I'm in, which is starting to get excited for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. 2024. And so yeah, this is kind of going to be the swan song for this flight, or for this sim rather, I guess. And just getting stuff ready. We're going to head up to Piarco, or we're going to head up to Juliana. We got our weather here, 1507 QNH 1008. So that has updated. We are on Vatsim. So we are going to fly on Vatsim up to Juliana. Let me see here. I'm just getting a couple things ready to go. And they've updated this this whole thing since I've been currently installed. Okay, we're good to go on as far as that goes. Alright, I don't have my... This is all good to go. I don't have my my radio app installed, but that's alright. Let's go over to the FMC, get stuff going. And I just ordered my hey Kashif, it is an unplanned flight. Scott Kelly, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Bob, what's happening? Peter, all right, good crowd already. So we are yeah, I tried to get my day organized so that I could do this, and fortunately I was able to, but so I literally just now ordered my version of Flight Sim 2024. I hadn't had it set up. I'll give you a quick look. Oh, look at this. This is the thing, is Flight Sim 2020 looks so good right now. I mean, it's so good right now. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Peter. That is a bummer. We are loaded up here on Vatsim, it sort of looks like, which I didn't really realize. Eddie B, what's going on? Awesome, you're very welcome. You are very, very welcome. I'm ready to rumble for tomorrow. I hope I have my schedule planned right, so I'm gonna have some free time tomorrow afternoon. But yeah, definitely get well, Peter. I'm sorry to hear that. We've got a whole bunch of family coming up this weekend, and I'm just sort of waiting on the shoe to drop that it's gonna be like, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully everything's gonna go okay and nobody's gonna be sick. But it's like that thing you're always worried about, right? And so Navigraph, let's see here. And alright, so we'll come over here. Take off runway 10. Let's get this from the aircraft. We'll get the weather. And let's calculate our departure. Select temp is 51. Trim is 4.85. VREF is 141, so that's gonna be 161 for the departure. Oh, the sound's going in and out? It shouldn't be. I think it's probably because I just had some software loading in the background. That's probably what did it, but hopefully it's good to go now. And I was hoping I had everything set up correctly, because I haven't done this I haven't done this plane in a while. So let me know if the so let me know if the sound is better, guys. Hopefully it is. Alright, so let's load this. Land fuel and one select temp is 51. So yeah, I'm doing a little bit of hooky today. And let's see, departure and arrival. Lucas, what's going on? You should be good. I mean, I wouldn't upgrade at all until we get Flight Sim 2024 in our greedy little hands. You know, I mean, I'm not going to update anything. It's tempting, right? It's always tempting to see Zapata. It's always tempting to try to jump the gun. But I don't know where you're located, but in the US we have Black Friday and all that stuff. Awesome, Bob. We've got Black Friday and all that stuff coming up, so you know, the whole Thanksgiving sales and all that stuff with Amazon. So I'm just gonna wait and see what performance I get. That's all good. Transition level is 4100. Let me just make sure my legs. Okay, Zapata is gonna have to go right there, and then we're good to go. Cruise flight level 400. Whew, we must be light. So I would recommend just waiting and seeing what we need, you know, seeing how it performs. And I mean, I think you should be good to go. I mean, I'm gonna sit tight on what I have. Let's see, 161. Let's get our Navigraph charts out here. So I've got a 12,700K on a 3080 Ti, and I'm just gonna sit tight and see what kind of performance I get tomorrow. I got the Aviator edition. So then one of the main reasons I got the Aviator, 20 hours. And one of the reasons I got the Aviator is because I wanted to get the Beach 18. I really wanted to get the Beach 18. I didn't even look to see what the weather was up there. Let's go RNAV 10 Zapata. I want to see what weather we have in Juliana. This can be a pretty quick flight. 02012. Alright, so this is gonna be a pretty quick flight, really. So yeah, the GPU clocking is great on that on the NVIDIA app. I think it's pretty awesome. I know. I mean, to me, it's just so straightforward and easy. You know, runway heading is 105. That's what I was trying to find out. So 105, 105. We'll go 8,000 initial altitude. Heading is going to be on course. Heading is going to be northerly, so that's fine. All right, let's set our trim here, 4.85. Somewhere around there. All right, let's get the old the old APU going here. Don't think we have any center fuel. Let me take a quick look. We do not. And anti-collision light coming on. Seatbelt sign is on. Do do do. Hey Jeff, what's going on? Yeah, hopefully we're gonna miss all the terrain. That's gonna be key. APU coming online. So I was thinking about flying the Max, but I don't really know the Max as well as I know this plane. So yes, exactly. There's literally nothing to hit around here. That is for sure. That's the upside. The downside is if you do hit it, you're swimming. Not many places to land airplanes around here. Oops. APU generator, APU bleed coming on. Alright. Have I forgotten anything? Probably. But we're going to have to live with it. Alright. I don't think they have... Oh, wait. Let me just make sure. Alright, we are on APU. Just want to make sure before I do anything stupid. Alright. Let's go. At least AP. That is all off. Door management, close all. Let's close all our doors. Ground service vehicles, let's get rid of them. Yeah, the thing about the AC is, yeah, I saw that, Lucas. They're gonna be, you guys are gonna be waiting for quite a while, it seems, right? Gosh, I love the colors in this. This is that dynamic vibrance from the app, from the NVIDIA app, and it is just so much cooler to look at, in my opinion. It just looks really good. Hey, Fluffer, what's going on? Alright, so that is all gone. Let's release ground power. Release the chocks, and I think we're good to go. The only thing is we can't do pushback now, right? With all this, which is unfortunate. I think we've lost the power of pushback, which is kind of a bummer. Alright, so... Alright, let's go down here. FS actions, pushback. Can we still do pushback? We can. Nose to the left. Alright.
Cockpit to ground.
And we're good to go?
Go ahead. We've been cleared for push and start. Tail to the right.
Okay.
Copy that. Ready to push. Tail to the right. Parking brakes release, please.
Parking brake is released. Set 5 there. Alright, so.
Brakes released. Here we go.
Frog page there. Yeah, Jeff, just default. And it looks awesome in my opinion. I love dynamic vibrance. I just think it looks so cool. Yeah, Fliffer, you know what? We actually have, so I'm flying for my virtual airline right now, and we have the cabin announcements, we just don't have them ready yet. So, it's actually going to be even cooler. And, right, so over here. All right, now we'll go engine number 1. Start engine number 2 first because engine number 2 is where the air conditioning is run off of. And we definitely want air conditioning.
Pushback complete. Parking brake, please.
Alright, parking brake is set.
Brake set.
And we'll come in fuel on engine 1. Let's go L. I don't even know if it's going to give me LNAV. It's not.
Disconnected. Watch for the slip release from guidance on your left. Have a good flight.
Okay. Let's go taxi light on. And number 1's coming up. Chris Loach, what's going on? How you doing? Doing a little swan song here this afternoon. Doing a little swan song here this afternoon. And we'll go there, we'll go there, we'll go there. Are we on Gen 1? We are, so I can turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. Isolation valve is on auto. Let's see if I fried anything or anybody. I don't think I did. Nice. Alright. So, taxi light is on. And now... Josh, you know, there's always that possibility. It's gonna be interesting to see. It is gonna be interesting to see. I have to admit, you might be right. You know, it's just, it's impossible to know until we get it. Whoops, not 1006, we're going 1008. I'm just excited about it either way. Flaps 5. I'm excited about it either way. So, we'll just see. Boise, Idaho. Bill, what's going on? How are you doing? Thanks so much. I appreciate that. All right, Chris, we'll be here. So, let's see. One thing I did not do is... No, 122. Why are you doing this to me? 122.8. Alright, now let's get our taxi chart up here again. That would be helpful. Let's see here. I believe it's whiskey. Let's see here. So, I think the toughest thing is going to be... I think the toughest thing is going to be just the fact that nothing is going to be... I mean, not a lot of things are going to be updated, right? I mean, they just released the SDK like 10 minutes ago. I mean, you know... to me, the 2024 release is clearly the... You know, the higher-ons at... Let's see here. Come on. Can you do that for me, please? Thank you. The higher-ons at Microsoft said this is getting released in time for Thanksgiving, and Asobo had no choice. So that's kind of like my take on where this whole thing is as I adjust my seat. So, like, the SDK just got released, like, really recently to... to the developers, so they're kind of like, you know, still trying to figure out even how to do anything here. And I'm not doing that, so please stop. Alright. Let's go up top. Let's go landing lights on, runway turn off lights on, strobe lights on, because we're going to be crossing an active runway. I don't see any traffic. Let's get a look here. Piarco traffic, Caribbean 456, crossing runway 10 at Alpha, Piarco. So, Jeff, you'll be able to find out tomorrow because I'm going to have it with no questions asked. Final approach course is clear, runway is clear. I mean, I'm going to be day 1, minute 1. So you will be able to tune in here and find out. Alright, clear runway 10 Piarco. And let's get, well, it's a little bit of a squirrely place to be doing, setting up my transponder. Let's go 1434. Alright, we're good to go. Gonna go auto brake is RTO. Got my headings in, speed is in, VNAV is enabled, LNAV is not available yet. Come on with the auto throttle here in a second. Landing lights are on. Strobes are ready. Haha, this is why we do these checks before we take off. Alright, let's do a quick one. No center fuel tanks. Gen 1 battery. APU is off. That, by the way, is the ILS hold short line. So once you get past this marker on the ground, you are making you are potentially anyway interfering with the ILS transceiver for the runway, because you're a huge piece of metal and radio, and you might mess up the ILS transceiver, the signals. Alright, let's go. Traffic on. I'm gonna hold short just for 1 second, just so I can check your comments and then make sure I'm ready to go. I think I am. If I haven't forgotten anything, it's a miracle. So, be a left turnout. We're gonna climb to 4100 before we make our left turnout, because we don't want to hit anything. Alright, so toes on the brakes. Josh, yes I am. I am running 3.8.10, and I got the Aviator edition because I wanted to have the Beach 18. That was literally the only reason I got it. I mean, not the only reason, but the main reason. So here's Piarco. Give me a cool view on departure here. Alright, let's see here. Let's first of all, cost index is 35. Let's go takeoff, flaps 5, and we'll go doink, doink, doink. Alright, cool. Now we're ready to go. That was almost bad. Alright. Rick, I don't. You know what? I'm glad you reminded me of that open track, because it supposedly makes it supposedly makes Tobii eye tracker much better. So I gotta check that out. I keep thinking to do that, and I never do. Alright, final approach course is clear. Get my head position set here. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Piarco traffic, Caribbean 456, departing runway 10. It'll be a left crosswind departure to the north, Piarco. Alright. This is pretty much a visual departure. There's no actual procedure out of here. The only thing to hit is those mountains out there, which, granted, are mountains. But we should be alright. This is kind of a cool runway to take off out of, because you get kind of fed into it, as opposed to a lot of runways which are like T's. One last check, the final approach course. And make sure my seat is set. We are good to go. And let's see, heading indicator checks with the runway number. And let's go 50% N1. Engines are stabilized. Toga power is set. Airspeed's live. 80 knots. Cross-checked. Alright. Not much wind today. This is one of my favorite airports to fly out of. Alright. The highest mountain over here is 3,100 feet, so I'm not too worried about them at this point. And we'll go flaps 1. Still hand flying. Rick, I'm sorry. It's apparently been a problem a little bit. I'm not using track, open track, but I want to. Something I've been meaning to do. So let's go. Command 1 here. Hopefully this sound is working its way out here. Alright. And let's go standard altimeter. We'll go 12,000. And let's go up top. Turn the runway lights off, turn the taxi lights off. I forgot to turn those to continuous, so I don't have to turn them off. Let's see. Everything looking good. Everything looking good. Aircraft is pressurizing. Temps all look good. Recirc fans on auto. Packs are on auto. ISO valve on auto. Bleeds are on. Lights are good. Let's see. Flight level 220. Alright, so I think everything is set. Now we can... Flaps are up, gear is up, auto brake is off. Thing up here is looking good. Let's come up here and turn the seatbelt signs to auto. And we can turn on... I always save the brake for last because... Or the gear for last, because that way I know I've done everything I wanted to do. Flipper, that's cool that you got that. I've never used DCS. Let's see here. Stop a climb. Never used DCS. Alright, so let's go. Let's wire it all the way up to 40,000. I can't believe they're sending us up to 40,000 on this flight. What? I just got my... I'm sorry that the audio is broken. Let me have a look here. It's not showing me having any issues on my end. It's not showing. So hopefully whatever the audio issue was is not going to last, but apologize for that. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to be fine on my end, but maybe I need to reposition my microphone. I'm not sure. It's always something. Technology is so much fun, isn't it? It's always something. Let me check. Yeah. It should be okay. Should be okay, hopefully. Hey Blue Star, what's going on? I have not had a chance to check that out yet. I didn't get a chance, but looking forward to doing so. I don't know, I wonder why this audio is messing around with me. Yeah, right. Oh, you know what? Let me try this and see if this helps with the audio. I think I might have had a setting screwed up. Yeah, Jeff, you know that's not far from the truth. That's not far from the truth. Peter, I'm gonna try restarting my YouTube app because I'm sort of getting the same thing that you are. So there's an update available for the YouTube app that I have not yet installed, so I'm going to install that and see if that helps. So there's an update available for the YouTube app that I have not yet installed, so I'm going to install that and see if that helps. Well, it seems like to me that on the YouTube, like on Firefox, it works just fine. On the YouTube app, it's an issue. So I think that's what it is. I think it's the YouTube app. But Jeff, yeah, you're absolutely correct. Actually, I spend a fair amount of time, you know, messing around with the sim. I spend more time actually making the videos. I spend more time making the videos than I do simming, that's for sure. All right, well, YouTube seems to be having fun with me again, so hopefully this works out. But it's annoying. I don't know why. I don't know why sometimes I have such a trial to get the YouTube streaming to work. Can see Grenada down there on our left. So yeah, I do the amount of editing I do is ridiculous, but it's just the nature of the game, you know. So that is Grenada. That's one actually right there. Is the airport. One of my absolute favorite airports. Awesome airport to fly into. So, cabin is continuing to pressurize. So now we just kind of sit here and hang out. Not a whole lot to do in cruise. So I don't know if I'm like one of the only people that's totally jazzed about Flight Sim 2024 tomorrow, but I am. Yeah, I think it's the app. I think it's the app that's the problem. Yeah, so I just updated my app and it sounds pretty good on my side now, on the app, so. So, let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. What we're doing with our lives today. So we've got Pretty straightforward approach. I wish so. They've got Navigraph data in, or excuse me, Vatsim data in Navigraph in the charts app, but not in oh, Jeff, the 787, nice. Yeah, Peter, I don't know what it is. It seems like it's okay now. Yeah, I know. I just wish I knew more about this side of the you know, the fun and games, because I seem to have a lot of problems like consistently getting good streams, but we shall hope we do well here. So straightforward approach into Juliana once we get up there. It's not going to be a real long flight. Virtue Sim, what's going on, Mike? How are you? Good to see you, brother. I imagine you are as excited as I am with 2024 around the corner tomorrow. I'm pretty stoked. I am looking forward to it. Wonder how much time we're going to have in cruise once we get to cruise. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot. Interesting, Peter. That's what I thought. But it seems like it's always something, you know. Career flight, you should do that. Get it in while the getting's good, you know. I'm telling you, it's almost like I'm sitting here right now wondering, like, why would I walk away from this sim? And I'm not going to. 2024 is going to be the focus, that's for sure. Mike, did you build another PC, or are you just talking about like getting one set up? Because I'm waiting until Jack, I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm gonna leave this right where it is. I'm gonna run 2024 on this on the same PC, but I'm keeping Flight Sim 2020. Who knows? You know, I mean, who knows what we're gonna get tomorrow? It's really. Oh, Jeff, that is really cool to know, actually, because I have trouble with this all the time. Shoot me a message on Discord if you don't mind, because I may want to do that, because I'm constantly having trouble with this. You know what, Mike? I had the same thing. I had the exact same thing with my work PC for like. Oh, this is actually pretty funny. I had the same thing with my work PC for like a month, and then I ordered a new PSU, and as soon as it got here, the problem went away. So go figure, right? So, is what it is. I think 2024. I think the rollout for 2024 is gonna be better than the rollout for 2020. Might not be a lot better, but it's gonna be better. So I'm just coming over St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yeah, I think it's the app, because I'm seeing lags on my app right now too, on the YouTube app. Man. I'm clearly better at making videos than I am at live streaming. That's life, right? That's life, I guess. Shane, what's going on? Let me read here for a second. So let me see. Man, I don't understand why it does this. But let me try to keep on trucking here. Been following you for a long time. 3080 Ti, wondering what the DLSS mod. Shane, I think so. I think you can. It depends. There's a list. There's a list of games that it works with. If you're talking about updating the DLSS file, then yes, you can do that for any file, for any game that supports DLSS. But in terms of the frame gen mod, there's only a certain list of games that support the frame gen mod, or the other way around, actually. But hopefully that answers your question. I'm curious to see what the water looks like. I'm curious to see what the coloring is. I'm definitely gonna get out of my comfort zone a little bit in terms of flying in different places. You know, I did some exploring in Flight Sim 2020, but in Flight Sim 24, I'm looking forward to checking out more places, because I just think the graphics overall is going to be a lot better. You know, so like flying more in like Africa and Asia and South America, I'm looking forward to it. Zepho, I used the frame gen mod. It's weird. Some people have absolutely miraculous results with lossless scaling, and the funny thing is some of the people who have had the best results with lossless scaling are people with 4090s, believe it or not. And you wouldn't think they would need any help, but some people with 4090s had the best results with lossless scaling. But I can run lossless scaling. I just prefer the simplicity of the frame gen mod. It works perfectly for me. Let's see, 21:29. So we've got 22 minutes to start thinking about descent here. What time are we getting into? Got about 50 minutes until touchdown. So 7.1 at touchdown. Right now we got 9.4, so that's 2.3. 123.1. Alright, we'll go flaps 30 for the landing. Cardboard Sim, what's going on? How are you? Multi-monitor should be better. It should be better. I mean, Flight Sim 2020 was built off of FSX. I mean, so the code was just literally 15 years old when it came out. And, you know, I just think there was only so much they could do, which is why 2024 is coming out. You know, so I think multi-monitor is going to be a lot better. I think everything's going to be a lot better. I really do. Graphically, performance-wise, I think everything's going to be a lot better. So, Let's look up top here. We've got... I am become returned watcher of stream. Huh. Trying to remember where I heard that recently. Oh, you know what that was? Where I heard that was from. That was the place I heard that line, Chris, was in The Hunt for Red October. What a great movie! Even better book. So let's get a look here. All right, airport elevation is 14 feet. So it's a great reference. I am become death. Hunt for Red October was an amazing book. I don't know if any of you guys ever read that. When Tom Clancy was an insurance salesman when he wrote The Hunt for Red October. And why am I not? Oh, that's right, because I'm in the sim. I'm just thinking, like, why am I not getting Vatsim traffic up here? Nice. You know what, Mike? So, Virtue Sim, guys, is absolutely correct. And the other one where I got a really good download out of was the Netherlands, believe it or not. But he's absolutely correct. Download it with a VPN. Hopefully, it's not going to take much to download because it's going to be such a much smaller download package. But Hunt for Red October. So Tom Clancy was an insurance salesman, and he wrote that book on a typewriter. And when he was like taking lunch breaks, and when they published that book, the CIA actually brought him in and said, where did you get all this information? And he got all of his information out of the Jane's Defense books. If you guys know those, it's like the books that have all the military technology in it. I don't even know if they still exist. I'm sure it does. It's probably a website nowadays, but let's see, 1010. But yeah, they literally brought him in and we're like, where did you get all this information? And he just made it up. He just took educated guesses, like got as much information as he could, and then took educated guesses at the rest, and he was correct about the rest, which is pretty wild. Yeah, Bob, Hunt for, I mean, it's such a good book. Such a good book. 50 gigabytes. Nice. Yeah, I was kind of wondering how much it's going to be. How much of what I have left on my hard drive is going to be taken over. Ah, new weather, 1010. Ooh, winds are 020 at 9er, gusting 21. So we got us a gusty crosswind down here at Princess Juliana. So that's going to be interesting. I haven't landed this plane in God knows how long. Let's see, 020 at 9, gusting 21. Oh boy. Alright, well, is what it is. Temperature 28, dew point 23, clouds scattered at 2,000, scattered 4,000. Alright. So, what do we got until top of descent? We've got 15 minutes. So, let's go start putting this stuff in here, I guess. 092, no, 096. 096. And 2600. Is the next one we're looking for. And we are in VNAV path mode, which is great. Let's see. MDA is 700. Let's see here. But the other thing that should be cool about 2024 is that the clouds are going to be a lot different. I think we're going to get a lot better clouds. Like we're going to get high level cirrus clouds, that sort of thing. All right, there's 700, 700. Yeah. Alright, so transition level flight level 6.5. QNH is 1010. Boom. Alright. So, did they really? Nice. I'm glad to hear that. I didn't get to participate in the tech alpha because Osobo doesn't like me. I like them. They just don't like me. There's St. Lucia over there. I might want to turn on engine anti-ice just because we might get some ice crystals from these clouds. Bridges should now be bridges. One can hope. Alright, let's see. Okay, 096 glide slope intercept is lesser at 1700. MDA is 700. Airport elevation is effectively 0. Minimum safe altitude is 4,100 feet. We're coming from Zapata, which is down here. Let me see. Missed approach, climbing right turn to 4,000 direct on bed and hold. If I have to fly it, that's outbound minus 30, so I come here to on bed, fly heading a 110 outbound for 1 minute, and then make a standard rate right hand turn around into the hold. But hopefully we're not going to have to do that. Let's take a look and see if we have any ATC. We do not. Somewhat surprising. Somewhat surprising. And let's see what else we need to know here. So we got Zapata, 36 miles to Umana is the initial approach fix. We've got Avaki cross at coming in 095 down to 1700 at Lesso, which is glide slope intercept. Descent angle is 3 degrees, so that's standard descent rate, standard descent angle. About 700 feet a minute on the descent rate, probably closer to 750. Pappy's on the left-hand side. Missed approach is climbing right hand turn 4,000 direct on bed. And our approach minimums, this is a CDFA, which is a constant descent final approach. And what that means is this is an LNAV approach. So there is technically there's no vertical guidance on this approach, but with CDFA, what happens is the onboard systems on your Boeing 737, in my case, generates an artificial glide slope, that 3 degrees glide slope, and so the plane will come down as though there were a glide slope and vertical guidance, even though there is not. So, and I always like to check my airport diagram, make sure I know where I'm getting off. Hopefully with any luck we'll get to use this turnaround here and come back and vacate on Charlie and taxi into, let's see, Bravo 3. We're Bravo 3 today? That's pathetic. We should be better than Bravo 3. Alright, let's check our charts here. Do they have... Oh, it's right down here. I didn't even see that. I forgot about that. So we're Bravo 3. That's crazy. And gotta park over here. Our people gotta get out and walk to the gate or walk to the terminal. Oh well. We're the Rodney Dangerfield of airlines. We don't get no respect. Alright, so turn that off. Where's the sun? Eh. Just gonna turn this on just in case. Get some, don't need any floodlights. Let's see. Just get some panel lights on just in case it starts getting dark. Melem, have you ever met any performance issues caused by... I don't think so. That's weird. So are you on Steam, I assume? Because you should... What's your graphics card? Because you've got a really good CPU. You should be doing nice. You should be doing quite nicely. I mean that's pretty bad for the CPU that you have. Go over see what's going on over here. Dominica off to our right here. That is a cool... I still have never tried landing a jet there. That would be fun. That's kind of crazy with a 4080 Super and a man. That's pretty bizarre. I mean, you should be getting better performance than I do. You don't use frame gen? Do you not use frame gen just because you don't like it, or is there any particular reason? Because native frame gen is awesome. I would use it if I could. Tell you what, let me see here. What do you think? 120. Oh, there is no airport fix, so let's go 120. Let's go 25. Let's go 15. Let's take that again. Let's go 10. And let's go 5. So now I got all of my... Yeah, it works out. Hey, SLH, what's going on? How are you doing? How's everything going for you getting things transferred over and ready for Flight Sim 24? Because now I get to do videos about all your airports again. You know, the Michael Crichton is an amazing author too. He was amazing. That's weird. Emlem, have you updated your DLSS file? I assume you have. But that's bizarre. If you're running it almost sounds like you might have some sort of instant replay thing going on in the background. Like, for example, the NVIDIA app has an instant replay feature, and it constantly records in the background of your sim unless you turn it off. I mean, that's crazy, because you should be getting, if you're of the mind, join my Discord and let's talk about it, because that's crazy. You should be getting way better performance than that. That's nuts. That is nuts. And do you play anything else that you get good performance in, and it's just seems to be Microsoft that your performance is pretty poor? Because you should be getting really good performance. That's crazy. And what we got over here? Coming up on Guadalupe, one of my favorite places in the world. I'm busy and I have a headache. Yeah, I can imagine. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. So, for those of you who don't know, SLH Sim Designs does a ton of airports around the Caribbean, and is my personal favorite scenery designer. And his version of that airport right there, Guadalupe, the main airport in Guadalupe, Point Pitre, is just unreal. The airport is kind of right there. But yeah, if you don't know SLH Sim Designs, check out their sceneries. Awesome stuff. All right. Andromeda Strain was really good, yeah. And Michael Crichton died in the middle of his last book, which is kind of a bummer. But he died in the middle of his last book, and you can tell where he died because up to where he wrote was really, really good, and the portion that he didn't write was horrendous. It was really bad. Heart, you know, my favorite, Anguilla. But I mean, artwork, my friend. It's artwork what you do. It's great. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how much, because I have a ton of payware and freeware scenery. It's gonna be interesting to see how much of it transfers over. It's gonna be interesting to see how many people transfer over, you know. So we're still looking at 0.9. So 123.0. I think we estimated 123.1. So we are in the descent. Yeah, Michael Crichton was a pretty interesting dude. I always like to get my lights set up early because there's only one of me. And that way, if I do need them, if I do need them, I have them ready to go. Let's see here. Emblem, I'm gonna put my, well, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna put the Discord link right here so you can just grab it. So just checking one thing here quickly. I put out a video right before I started this flight. I just want to see how the video is doing. The video is doing well. Awesome. Alright, so we are on the descent. We are 65 feet too high. That's because we're too fast. Yeah. Man, look at this sunset. And for anybody who's never been to this part of the world, the sunset down here is nuts. It is so beautiful. Look at that. You can see where the sun is just still hitting the top here at St. Eustatius. That is crazy. St. Bart's right over here. No, Saba right there. Look at that. What a view. Holy cow. Now I'm gonna have to make a decent landing. Darn it. Alright. One thing I don't want to do is start getting too fast, because I'm gonna need all the help I can get. Let's bring that speed back to where it should be. There's 279. Man, look at this sunset. This is what I'm saying. Like, if this sim looks this good, just imagine if it gets better, what the next sim's gonna look like. St. Kitts right out in front of us. Nevis right here off the nose. Alright. Now I gotta start fidgeting. 43 miles from Zapata. I need to get a new chair. John, what's going on? Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. And night flying is way underrated too. This might be the crazy. I've never seen it look this, like, kind of bright yellow and orange. I think this is from the dynamic vibrance, I think, is what's doing this. It looks awesome. But sunset and night flying are two of my favorite times to fly. And hi, yes, that's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. I mean, you know, I almost thought that about this sim, you know. I mean, it's just, it is so good. Oh man, SLH, that's awesome. I cannot wait. Like I said, I didn't get to try the Tech Alpha, and I didn't really watch any Tech Alpha videos. But I can't wait to see it. I mean, you know, the sunsets in Anguilla. The sunsets in Anguilla are just ridiculous in real life. Like, they're just unbelievable. Yeah, we're getting a little fast here. gonna tone the brightness down here a little bit on the there we go, that's a little better. Alright. Speed's good. Yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right, SLH. So Anguilla is just, it's, you can't even believe it until you see it. So John, they have they're allowing visual weapons in 2024, but you can't use them. Which, I mean, you know, I think is reasonable in some ways. Man, I can't believe this. There's Nevis. Look at Nevis. It's a cool island. That is an island I want to visit. That is an island I want to visit. Coming up here on St. Kitts. Coming up here on St. Kitts. Alright, let's see. Alright, speed is alright. That's another one of SLH Sim Design's airports right here. Right there. Bradshaw. Hi, yes, I have flown, and there's actually a really good freeware for St. Croix. Wow. Sorry if the outside view is really loud. I haven't checked to see the settings, but yes. So St. Croix it's a beautiful approach. But I have flown in there. Alright, so Zapata. 12 miles from Zapata. Destruction modeling. John wants to break stuff. I'll tell you one thing, like, flying airplanes is difficult enough without anybody shooting at you. I can't imagine, I literally can't even imagine doing that. Alright, on speed, on glide path. Man, look at that, and there's Saba. Look at that. No, he was not. But he did happen to be... This is cool, check that out. The stadium right there. But he did happen to be Christopher Columbus's brother, which was close enough to being a saint in those days. I'll tell you what, this might literally be the most picturesque flight I've done. Might literally be the most picturesque flight I've done. Unbelievable. DCS, it's I've never thought about it really, to be honest with you. And that's St. Eustatius right there. That's not Saba, that's St. Eustatius. Statia. That is a cool little airport. I love that airport. Alright, I gotta start paying attention here. Where's my chart here? Yes, Saint Mr. Bartholomew was not a saint. He was just Christopher Columbus's brother. So that got him an island. All right, so Keith, it's definitely not gonna be my last flight. It's definitely not gonna be my last flight. It's so wild right now. Cabin is depressurizing, everything looking good. All right. Interesting. That's pretty interesting. I didn't know about that. Chris, John le Carre is one of my favorite authors in the world. So I started reading from right from A Murder of Quality, and I'm reading through the entire catalog. He is unbelievable. John le Carre is unbelievable. And he kept writing right up until his death. He wrote a zillion books. Alright, so we are 24 from Umana. Yeah, the early, I really have an affinity, Chris, for the early, like the 60s, 50s and 60s and 70s, 80s, like spycraft type novels. And there was nobody better than John le Carre. Nobody better. Alright, so Umana, then we've got let's see here. 6 nautical mile T from Umana to Avaki, and I have to remember that I am on Vatsim, Princess Juliana traffic, Caribbean 456, 25 miles to the south, inbound runway 10, Princess Juliana. Taylor of Panama is a great book. That was a great movie too. That was with what's his name? And we've got traffic. Got a 739 right off our nose here, I think. Taylor of Panama was a great book. Burn after reading. I think I did, but I'm gonna write that one down. I think I did. I love the name too, by the way, An Honest Doubter. Televisio 86, the only problem is going to be 4K. 4K is tough, you know. I don't even run at 4K. I mean, that's going to be difficult. But who knows? I mean, if you can do it on Flight Sim 2020, I expect 2024 is going to be better. Look at this, unbelievable. All right, let's go. Alright. Where's the decel? I want to start decelling now. Not using the speed brakes, just yeah, Pierce Brosnan, that's right, that's right. You know, SLH, that's a really good point, and that's one of the reasons why I love flying in the Caribbean so much. You know, you get really good performance. Umana 6 to Avaki, and then in we go. I'm gonna leave that there just in case I need it. Hopefully I won't. I mean, this literally might be the most beautiful sunset flight I've ever done. And let's go. Alright, what do we got here? Hand from Umana, I'm going speed intervent, I'm going, what's my up speed? I don't know what my up speed is, I have to check. Oh wait. Flaps 40, 129, so 209 is going to be my flaps up speed. Let's go legs here.
Some Maarten traffic, Dominican 400 going around.
Yeah, it's just gorgeous, right, Bob?
Currently at about a 10 mile final runway 10, St. Maarten.
Alright. Alright. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Yeah, totally. There's nothing bad about flying in the Caribbean. Nothing. All right, let's go. Auto brakes 2. Go flaps 1. And we are 1 from Yamana. Activate the approach. Juliana traffic, Caribbean 456, 10 mile right base, runway 10, Princess Juliana. And we'll dial this back to 89. And we'll go flaps 5. Arm the speed brakes. Alright, landing lights are on, engine starters on continuous.
And some Maarten traffic, Dominican 400 is on the downwind. We're going to do ER nav of 10 approach.
And let's bring this back to 169 here. Alright, Juliana traffic, Caribbean 456, traffic on the downwind in sight. We'll be turning a 10 mile final 10 here in about 2 miles. Alright.
Yeah, inside Dominican 400.
Roger. There's 169.
St. Maarten traffic, American 252, on the ground, going to be doing the back taxi to 10. We will report clear for St. Maarten traffic.
Alright, so let's bring those down to about 160. And St. Maarten traffic, Caribbean 456, turning a 10 mile final 10, Princess Juliana. And I'm gonna do this a little earlier than normal. Well, I don't know, don't need to go gear down quite yet. Let's.
Caribbean 456, this is Dominican 400. Just be advised that wind shear on in between 600 and 1,000 feet. That's the reason for the go around.
Roger, I appreciate that, Caribbean 456.
Yeah, we can also confirm that fire up. There was definitely low level wind shear on our first go as well.
Yeah, it's looking pretty gusty, huh?
Plus or minus 10 knots.
Roger, appreciate that, gentlemen. We'll go gear down. Go gear down flaps 15. Let's see here.
2,500.
3742. Okay. And we'll go lessor. Dial this down to 700. I'll leave it at 8 because we've got. We've got a bit more to go here. Alright. And Juliana traffic, Caribbean 456, lessor inbound on the RNAV 10, Princess Juliana. Alright, so I got the traffic on the runway in sight. He's good to go. 1800 for 700.
And Princess Juliana, American 352 is clear of the active, Princess Juliana.
That's one of my pet peeves. I don't want to say this loud, but that's one of my pet peeves, clear of the active. Nobody knows what the active is. You gotta say what runway you're on.
And some Maarten traffic, Dominican 400, turning base for the RNAV 10.
Alright. And Juliana traffic, Caribbean 456, 3 mile per hour, runway 10, Princess Juliana. Alright, airplane is mine. You can probably tell. Okay, the wind is definitely coming from the left, stabilized. A little bit more power here.
Approaching minimums. Traffic. Traffic. Minimums.
Continuing. Juliana traffic, Caribbean 456, short final 10, Princess Juliana. A little bit more power. Man, this is juicy. Okay. Okay. And gee whiz. Alright. Alright. Juliana traffic, Caribbean 456 will be back taxiing full length and vacating on Charlie. Juliana, we'll expedite.
No worries, Dominican 400, initial approach runway 10. We're 11 miles out.
Roger, Caribbean 456. Alright, that was a little squirrely, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, trick is just keep your speed up. With wind shear, the one thing you don't want to do with wind shear, the thing you don't want to do is wind up running out of speed. If you wind up getting too fast, big deal, just go around. But the thing is, you don't want the speed to drop out from underneath you. That is not good. So obviously, yeah, Mike, thank you, appreciate that. I had that's what I was looking for. I was like, just don't try to grease it, just put it on. You know, don't be cute with it. And it worked. And let's see here. Alright, we're looking for Charlie, and that's the frame gen mod that's making that kind of jitter a little bit. I'll check the comments once I get off the runway. I gotta get my butt off this runway before this guy has to go around. And traffic on final. We are expediting it, Juliana. We'll be off here shortly.
Juliana traffic, Dominican 400, 6 miles out.
He's 6 miles. We're good. Alright, I can start bringing the bringing the power out here. Alright. I'll get to the comments here in just 1 second, gentlemen. And ladies. Ladies and gentlemen. Alright. I don't know why the runway looks so uneven today. Here, but it does. Like, there's no dip like that on the runway. Alright. And Princess Juliana, Caribbean 456, clear the runway. Princess Juliana. And I'm just going to come to a stop. One of the things that you should always do is don't be afraid to come to a stop. Don't do a lot of things while you're taxiing. You know, get to a stop. Get yourself set up. Get done what you need to get done. And then you can continue your taxi. Alright, so we're good. Did I even have... Alright, let's go taxi light on here. And let's get moving. And this is, I mean, this is just stunning. Just stunning. Beautiful scenery. And we got the worst taxi spot or parking spot in the world. AvGeek ads, I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be, I really do. I think it's going to be better than Flight Sim 2020. But we just wait and see. We're 20 hours away. I want to see this guy land. So cool. Yeah, doesn't it? You know what's funny? I never thought of that. Nicely done, nicely done. That was awesome. You know, Emlem, you're absolutely right about that. I never thought about that. When you're descending, it's going to get dark faster. You're right. Isn't that weird? I never thought about that. And there's a late tam plane in my parking spot. Let's see where we're going to park here. It would help if I was on... I think we can take Bravo. Let's take Bravo 2 here. Oh, stop. We'll take Bravo 2. That was a really nice landing by that Dominican flight that just came in. One of the cool things about flying around the Caribbean is a lot of people that fly around here are from this area, which makes it a lot of fun too. I'm not, but...
Juliana traffic, Caribbean 400 back taxiing, runway 10.
I wonder if that... So, I have my own virtual airline, Caribbean Virtual Airlines, and I wonder if that person is flying for my virtual airline. That would be kind of funny. Alright, now the most important part of the flight, ladies and gentlemen, parking. Parking is the most important thing. Alright, there we go. Parking brake set. Let's go up top. Let's go APU generator. Come down here. Engines shut down. We'll go here. Go ground ops. We'll go connections. Set the chocks. And let's get ground power. Like to get some air conditioning as soon as we can. Ground power is available. We'll go GPU off. Or APU off. Landing lights off. No, that's going to stay on steady. Anti-collision light coming off. Let's let the people free. And turn the APU bleeds off. And we'll turn the electric fuel pumps off. And we'll turn these off. And we'll turn these off so we don't burn them out. And let's see. I mean, I think that's pretty much it right there. But we're looking good. I think we had a good flight. AC we need. Let me just get all this fun business. No, we need stairs. And we'll get our stairs, we'll get our lab service, we'll get our cargo. And we'll get, let's see. Yeah, there we go. The forward galley. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that parking right there. That was almost perfect. That was pretty good right there in the parking. That was pretty good. Look at this night setting. My gosh. I honestly think this is the most beautiful night setting I've had. It's just, oh, the truck just, well, we have a problem with the truck. Catering problem here. So let me see. 3-hour video about flying the Twin Beach. Yeah, Chris, the Denark mod is literally... I think if I had to pick, maybe like, if I had to pick 5 planes to fly for the rest of my sim life, the Denark mod of the Beach 18 would be one of them. It's just such an amazing airplane. Look at that. We are pretty much done with this flight. Let me file my PIREP. Hour and 31-minute flight. 233 on the landing rate. That's not too bad. I'll take that. But yeah, I mean, this is sort of the swan song here. Let me turn the outside volume down here a little bit. Turn the outside volume down a little bit so I can show you guys this gorgeous view without having a lot of noise. But yeah, so I mean, this is the last flight before Flight Sim 2024 comes out. I should think. I don't think I'll fly tomorrow morning. And tell you what, pretty excited about it, and looking forward to tomorrow. Like, really looking forward to tomorrow. And Abgeek adds, yes, I have what is it, 566.14 installed, so I'm ready to go for tomorrow. So I've got the latest drivers all set. MLAM touchdown zone on runway alive. Exactly. I was always taught that if you haven't reconfigured the airplane on landing, you're good to go. If it's still usable, it was a successful landing. You know, we'll see, Mark. It could be. The beautiful thing is, Mark, is that if 2024 is a bit of a disappointment performance wise, I mean, you saw this flight is gorgeous. You know, I'm content to keep flying this sim. I mean, I'm gonna keep this sim installed. You know, I'm definitely gonna keep this sim installed, and yeah, you know, but we'll see. We'll see. It's hard to know. It's hard to know. Like I said, I didn't watch a lot of you know, the Tech Alpha stream. I didn't watch any of the preview stuff. I did Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 preview videos like 6 months ago when everybody was kind of guessing at stuff. I did the same sort of thing, but I didn't do any of the preview videos of like reviewing the big reveals that Asobo did, just because I didn't really think there was a lot to tell anybody, you know. Right over here, there's a hotel called Mary's Boon, and no, as a matter of fact, it's gonna be right here because this is gonna be that's the other end of the beach. Right here, there's a hotel called Mary's Boon, which is a great place to stay in St. Maarten, and you get a really great view of the airports too. Full Windows reset. Yeah, you know, it's hard to know. I mean, it's hard to. I'm curious. I'm curious to see, because we're gonna have to reset all of our controllers and all that stuff too. So it's gonna be. I think the first flight I ever did in Flight Sim 2020 was the stock 152 around St. Maarten, or around St. Bart's rather, and I think that's the same flight I'm going to do in Flight Sim 2024, as I'm going to do this the stock 152 around St. Bart's, just to see what it looks like. And once those SLH Sim Designs airports are ready to go, I'm gonna be all over that. You know, I think I'm looking forward to getting back to doing some more GA flying. You know, like I think I have a lot of fun doing what we just did, but GA flying is kind of where my heart is at. You know, so I'm looking forward to that. I think the scenery is going to be better. I'm just hopeful. I'm taking a positive kind of viewpoint at this stage, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. You know, one of the only thing that sort of made me wonder a little bit was when Jorg said it, during one of the dev streams, he said that he was getting stuttering when he used any system that had less than 64 gigs of RAM. And if that's the case, then we're all in trouble. You know, Mike, that's an interesting point. Helicopters, because in real life, helicopters in real life, but I'm a little skeptical of them. But SLH, I have no doubt. I can't wait to find out what they are. I can't wait. I can't wait to get all the ones that you've got available already and get them all for Flight Sim 24 and start doing some flying and showing people those airports. I think it's going to reinvigorate the sim. If it performs well, I think 24 is going to reinvigorate the sim community. You know, I'm looking forward to it. And SLH, I can't wait to see what you've got ready for us. For those of you, I'm gonna make Virtue Sim, do that because I have no idea about helicopters. I would love to know. I would love to see that. Yeah, one last time for those of you who don't know, SLH Sim Designs, the best scenery developing flight sim in my opinion. Go check out his sceneries; they're absolutely unbelievable. MLem, you're very welcome. Cool. Yeah, the great thing about my Discord is that it's not just me. There's a lot of people on there who know what they're doing. So hopefully we'll get some help for you. Mike Coffee, Barista Flyer, what's going on? So yeah, this is a good flight. This is a really fun flight. And let's see here. Let's go Volanta. Take a look at it here. There we go. That's what we did today. Yeah, his sceneries are just awesome. Yeah, Bob, same to you. Same to you. Are you gonna be day one, or are you not a day one? I'm day one. I already made my purchase. I got the Aviator edition, $200. That's a stiff price, but whatever. whatever. So looking forward to it. I'm jazzed about tomorrow. I'm jazzed about tomorrow. Hour 31-minute block time. Ooh, that gave me a landing rate of 413, but that's all right. So let's see here. Where are my flights? Show me my flights. There we go. Check that out. You think I like the Caribbean? Day one Xbox Game Pass. That's a cool suggestion somebody had too. Is like if you're not sure, try it on Game Pass and you can try it for a month. You know. Mike, no, I'm definitely gonna keep flying 2020. You know, and especially for like for the streams that we do Wednesdays and Sundays for sure. I'm not gonna cut, you know, half the crowd out because they're not on 2020 anymore, or not on 2024 rather. I still think it's pretty lame. They're not letting 2020 and 2024 stream together. That's kind of lame, but whatever. So, yeah, Peter, I'm gonna believe me. I'm sure my first video will come out tomorrow about Flight Sim 24. Mark Newell, that's a great idea. Running on Tech Core Zoo. Yeah, that's a great idea actually. But yeah, Mike, I'm not gonna abandon the I'm not gonna abandon our regular crowd. No chance. So this is these are all my Miami flights. Serving the yeah, as the kids will say. You know, Peter, I might live stream it tomorrow. That's a good point. That's actually a really good point. I probably will because I set up my work schedule tomorrow so that I have some free time in the afternoon, wink wink, which is about what time I started today, about 3 o'clock. So yeah, probably about 3 o'clock tomorrow I will be stream. Yeah. You can try MLM, you can try it in Process Lasso, absolutely. And you might find for your system, MLM, that that 2024 is going to run better for you because they're, you know, they've moved the flight model off of I think Core 1. So I think you might wind up getting better performance in 24 than you have in 2020, hopefully. Mark, that's great advice. That's great advice, and Mike, that's awesome. That's good stuff. Oh, switch myself back over to the stream here. So I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait. For Flight Sim 2024. So I'm gonna wrap up, and I have to go get Mrs. Island Sim Pilot from the from work. And Peter, I wish you continued improvement, my friend. Mark, I didn't actually know you could do that in Windows Task Manager. I didn't actually know that. Whoops, I probably shouldn't try doing it right now. That would probably be a bad idea. But yeah, Mark, no, you clearly know what you're talking about, and I appreciate that. I've always said I'm not the genius. I just contribute what I do, and it's great to see other people with you know, sharing their knowledge as well. So many thanks for that, and appreciate it, Mark. And yeah, so everybody have a great rest of your day. Have a great evening. Have a great night. Peter, I hope you get better. Mark, that's the one thing that people have not, I don't think I've ever seen anybody figure out a consistent fix for, is the touchdown stutter. I don't know if you have one for that. But Mark, if you're in the if you've posted that in the Discord before, repost it so I can see it again. And I appreciate that. But guys, thanks for coming out. I really appreciate everybody joining for the flight. It was a good time. Peter, have a good night. Mark, take it easy. Mike, good to see you again. Chris, always good to see you. And Emlem, good to see you as well. Mike Coffee, good to see you. Bob, thanks for coming out. Hope you're doing well. Hope your wife's doing well, brother. And hope everybody's doing well. SLH, good to see you. Thanks so much for all the work you do. I can't wait to see what you got coming for us in Flight Sim 24. Fluffer, good to see you as well. AvGeek Ads, I hope you're doing well. Take care. And Honest Doubter, I like that name. That one's a good one. And Hi was here as well. Hi, good to see you. Take it easy. Televisio 86, appreciate you stopping by. And Keith was here as well. John was here as well earlier. Hope you guys are still around doing well. And Jay Russ, I missed Jay Russ's comment from earlier. Oh, stink! I apologize for that, Jay Russ. Jay Russ did a flight into Juliana in the ATR. The one thing I think, by the way, before I do finally say goodbye, I think the one thing that is going to be much better in Flight Sim 24 is going to be the flight model. The flight model is going to be way better. It really is. That is going to be much improved, I do believe. So yeah, Paul, I totally agree. But the beauty of it is now that we have, even if Flight Sim 24 is buggy, we've got Flight Sim 2020 running in a beautiful window right now. So we've got a great sim to fly. In 2020, when this sim came out, the only sims we had to fly were prepared in FSX. I mean, give me a break. So we've got a great backup sim right here in case 2024 is buggy. So Mark, I appreciate that. I'm gonna try that. Oh, the traffic graphics. Are you talking liveries? Because I did a video on that and on redoing the liveries so that they aren't 8K liveries. But the touchdown stuff, that's interesting. I'm gonna look into that because that's a big one. Nobody's ever figured that one out before, so I will check that one out. Awesome. Well, cool, Mark. I appreciate you sharing the knowledge, brother. All right, guys, I'm gonna pack it in and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Traffic density, gotcha. So I only use I only fly on Vatsim basically, so I don't really use live. I don't even use live traffic. But yeah, traffic is a killer. Traffic is a killer in this sim, for sure. Cool, guys. Appreciate everybody stopping by. I hope everybody has a great rest of your evening, and we will talk tomorrow. Take care, guys.